Why do you want to quit drinking or take a break from booze? What's motivating you to do this? I think it's really important to get clear on this. And I suspect you can probably give me a couple of reasons right off the top of your head. Perhaps something like, I'm fed up of waking up feeling hungover and regretting how much I drank last night. And that is a totally valid reason, of course. But I wonder if there are some other reasons that you haven't even considered yet. Having a good why and knowing your whys is important because it helps you press the pause button. A good why will start slowing you down a bit. It creates a pause before you pour that drink or do something on autopilot or say, ugh, what does this matter anyway? And I'm not saying that having a really strong why will magically stop you from drinking, but it is a really important piece of the puzzle because it opens up this magic moment for you to think and make a decision about whether you want to do what you've always done and get the same results, or whether you want to do something different. It helps you think about who you want to be, as well as what you want right there in the moment. So, why do you want to quit drinking or take a break from it? My first tip for you is to let go of the idea that you need to find just one big why, that you must uncover one momentous, noble and meaningful why that's so good, it just stops you dead in your tracks at any time. That is a lot of pressure to put on yourself. And it ignores the fact that we're often in different moods on different days. We're motivated by different things at different times. On some days, the why that will give you reason to pause might be something like, I want to be a great example for my kids, or I want to have the energy to run around after my children and show up for them properly. And on some days, in fact many days, that is really going to hit the spot. But if it's early evening and the kids are in bed and you've got a babysitter and you're getting ready to go out with your partner, well, in those moments, it might be a bit harder to connect to that particular why. In that moment, your why might have a lot more to do with you just wanting to look good, wanting to be less bloated, feel more sexy, fit into your clothes better, wanting to connect with your partner properly. You want to mix and match your whys to fit the needs of the moment. And you are entitled to have reasons for quitting drinking that are very, very personal and that are just for you, that aren't particularly deep and meaningful, that maybe you don't even tell anyone else. As long as those reasons feel good and inspiring for you, then go for it. So this brings me on to my second tip, which is to make sure that your reasons are positive. If your whys are painful to hear, then you need to ditch them or reword them. So I'm talking about stuff like, I want to quit drinking because I'm tired of being such a disappointment to everyone. Or, I need to quit because I'm failing as a mother. We don't want to be coming up with whys that make us feel terrible, that make us want to escape life. And if you think that you can shame yourself or self-loathe your way into successful sobriety, you're wrong. Trust me on that. If talking yourself down and being harsh with yourself was the secret to quitting drinking, you would have nailed it already. So have a think about your whys and your reasons for doing this. Write them down and then look at each one and check, does this feel good to hear? And if it doesn't, is there a way of reframing it and saying it in a nice way? And if you can't do that, move on and find another reason. My third tip for you is to dig a bit deeper and work out what really motivates you. Because that's when you're more likely to stumble across the stuff that's going to really resonate with you and feel really powerful. So there's something you can use here called the 5 whys technique. And it starts with you asking yourself, why do I want to quit drinking? and answering with, so I can. So your response always starts with, so I can. For example, why do I want to quit drinking? So I can wake up without a hangover. So it's simple enough, right? But that first answer, it's quite vague. So what you want to do is take that answer and turn it into the next question. So the next question will be, why do I want to wake up without a hangover? And the answer is, so I can, I don't know, start the day feeling good and feeling rested. Okay? So, why do I want to start the day feeling good and feeling rested? So I can feel more confident at work. Why do I want to feel more confident at work? So I can feel respected when I'm talking in meetings. Why do I want to feel respected at work when I'm talking in meetings? So I can start speaking up more and going after what I really want. Do you see how one fairly surface level answer about not wanting to be hungover has drifted into something that actually hits home a lot more? I mean, that was just an example I made up there, but maybe right now you don't feel confident at work because you are so up in your own head about your drinking that you keep a bit of a low profile. Maybe you don't really have the confidence to say the things you want to in your job, or you doubt yourself, or you rarely notice when other people actually praise you. And all of that stuff, it holds you back from being the person that you really want to be and stepping up into the role you really want to have at work. So those are my 3 tips for finding your why. Let go of the idea that you should just have one big why. Make sure your whys are positive, and then dig a bit deeper to see what else is there, what else hits home. And no matter where you are on this alcohol-free journey, these exercises can be so valuable and can help you decide what you're going to do next and why, what's motivating you. So I'm Kate B. Please scroll down in the comments and let me know what is one of your whys. I'd really love to hear about it. Let me know one specific why. And I know that other people who come here and watch this video and head to the comments, they'll get some inspiration from seeing what you've written. So thanks in advance for sharing some of your whys.